What's up, it's Battle Beats here once again with another video. I'm going to show you this beat I made and I'm going to get a rapper to do some verses on it and then it's going to be fire.
It's battle, baby!
I first came across this idea when I was just thinking, what sort of cool videos can I do that isn't just me showing you how I make beats? And I just thought, why don't I do that and then get a rapper to rap on top of it? Because that is kind of the whole idea of a beat, is that it's not just an instrumental, but it gets a rapper on it. So this time I've got Jekyl on there. He's spit some fire bars. So I'm going to explain the beat, and then at the end he's going to do a little bit of an explanation, and then we're going to play the full track for you. It first started when I downloaded these samples by Cymatics. It's their Eternity Hip Hop Lo-Fi pack, and it sounds amazing. And I just loved the way this girl sounded when she was singing. So I took the various phrases from the pack and I lined them up and I made sort of a chorus. So I'll play those for you. They're sounding super good.
I just wanna start a new day. Come on and wake up, come on and wake up. Sun shining on my head. Take a little time to hold your head up. Gonna wake up, gonna wake up, gonna wake up, my friend. Don't forget to smell the flowers.
Don't know about you, but they are sounding really nice. After that, I flicked through all of the samples that were on this pack, the melody samples, and I came across this really cool harp loop. And what's cool about this is, with this exact sample pack, everything has been run through old school tape machines, so it does have that vintage warmth effect, which just sounds super sweet. So I'm going to play the harp sample. I didn't really mess with it because it was just perfect. The way that it was lined up fit the vocals perfectly, so I didn't want to change the loop. Sometimes I do to put my own stamp on it, but just in this case it sounded amazing without doing that. I then thought, gotta add some drums in, some super sweet lo-fi drums, and I came across this amazing drum loop. I then added a re-space in the background to fill the space. I ran it through a bass amp and sidechained it to the kick drum just so it fills out when it needs to fill out. One of the cool things in the drums is the tape snap. So obviously there's the snap going like this, but because they're running it through a tape modulation system, I've seen some cool footage where they're extending the line of the tapes up like this, and as the loop is going there, modulating it and messing with it, that's why it sounds like this. It's super sweet and it just adds to that vintage vibe. I love it. And then I added some tape hiss in the background, because all sort of lo-fi, chilled out tracks do have some sort of ambient background noise. And seeing as this is a vintage tape vibe, I thought, why not just put some in. On its own, sounds a bit whack, but it just adds so much to it. So now we're going to flip over to the part where Jekyl is going to explain his writing process. It's amazing just to see the brains behind the creative process. Once you have watched that, we will then play the full beat. I hope you like it. I'll hand over to Jekyl now.
When it came to writing this song, he told me to get something, kind of inspirational going. And he wanted to see what we got going and what I could do with it, so we could put together this video. But he wanted something inspirational to match with the hook. and I just kind of let my mind go free from there, because as y'all know, I've been going through some shit, and I try and stay positive, try and stay resilient, look on the brighter side of life, look what you got, stop being worried about what you don't got. You know, everyone's got a different writing style. They choose to, you know, either stick with one style, or they switch up their flows. A lot of people are just, you know, just hit one style the whole time, and I like to be versatile. I like to change my style a little bit, and I don't want to sound like everybody else. When it comes to writing, the way I do it is I kind of play with the beat a little bit, and find out where the flow I want to go with is, and mess with a bunch of different stuff. Like, for example, what if I was to be chasing the cat? What if I wanted to do this or that? What if I wanted to do this and that? What if I want to do this and that? I go with that, and I find out how many syllables that is per line, and then I write it down. But for instance, like the way I'm gonna go with it is, wake up and the birds are singing, but at the same time the bird, you know, like kind of like that. So you count the syllables. Wake up and, so wake up and there's 3, so you write down 3 on the side. Wake up and the birds are singing. The birds are singing. So singing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5. So right now I got a 3-5 going on. But at the same time my soul is bleeding. When I write, I make sure all the syllables hit where they're supposed to be hitting. I always try and keep the same pattern going, either 3-4 or 5-5 or 5-6. I generally never try and go past 6 in one line for any song, unless I'm going for a faster song. Then you can hit more syllables before the loop is over. So like right here, wake up and the birds are singing, that's 3-5. But at the same time my soul is bleeding, that's 4-5. So we got a 5, or we got an 8, and we got a 9. And we go, from all of the drama that I ain't needing. Since it's faster, I can do a little bit more of a syllable, so that's 7, and then it slows it down to 3. So from all of the drama that I ain't needing, it still fits within there, and you're not even trying to rush lyrics, and you're not trying to cram more in there than you're supposed to. That'll fit. So it's a 7-3, that's 10. So I'm trying to go for 10 max between any 2 lines, between any bar. And that's exactly how I write. I mean, I line it all up, and I do the syllable count. I write everything I want first, and then I do a syllable count. I make sure everything is syllably, can't say the word. Syllabically, is that a word? I don't know. Make sure all the fuck syllables are right. Everyone's got a different rhyme style. Like, check this out. On this beat right here. Alright. Most people go for that snare right there. Right? They would try and rhyme with that. Going in a cow, and I want to do it right now. You know, they always want to hit on that snare. I don't do that. I do it completely different. Like, I don't even check for that snare. I ride the beat. Wake up and the birds are singing. See, like that. The birds is what hits on the snare. And then emphasize that word. Wake up and the birds are singing, but at the same time my soul is bleeding. See what I mean? It's not hitting on that snare like everybody else aims for. And it's just, I guess that's what makes me, and it's my style.
I wake up and the birds are singing, but at the same time my soul is bleeding. From all the drama that I ain't needing, the pain that I'm hiding that you ain't seeing.
And when I do the faster parts, I don't even worry about the snare there either.
But it's a dream of a paraplegic. I bet you the blind it's the fact that you're seeing. I bet you the dead it's the fact that you're breathing. I don't give a fuck about what you believe in.
There's different styles. Some people don't like it, some people love it. You know, me personally, I don't care. I write how I write. And I picked up tips along the way thanks to a lot of criticism and critiques. So my advice as an artist is for all of y'all to take critiques. Don't take them to heart. Don't be like, oh, he's just talking shit. Learn from everybody else. Learn from other artists. Learn from reactors. Learn from producers. Everybody. Anyone you can learn from, learn from. If you feel like you don't need to apply what they tell you, then don't apply it. Simple as that.
So I hope you guys liked that style of video. There's going to be more of these coming in the future. Keep your eyes peeled on my channel. Hit subscribe. Hit the like button. It all helps make this dream a reality of mine. To make music a full-time thing. So yeah, have a good day guys, take care.
I just wanna start a new day. Come on and wake up, come on and wake up. Sun shining on my head. Take a little time to hold your head up. Gonna wake up, gonna wake up. Gonna wake up, my bed. Don't forget to smell the flowers.
I wake up and the birds are singing, but at the same time my soul is bleeding from all the drama that I ain't needing, the pain that I'm hiding that you ain't seeing. Take all the shit and I'll tuck it away, just so I can keep it out of my face. Gets overwhelming, I'll turn to my faith and I'm down on my knees and beginning to pray. Dear Heavenly Father, I pray to you daily, and I am so grateful for all that you gave me. I'm begging right now that I'm needing you lately. The Reaper is coming, he's wanting me greatly. I know that I'm living on borrowed time. I know that you saved me 11 times. I know that your plan is bigger than mine. So what do I do? Lord, give me a sign. So why does it seem like I'm talking to air and I talk it all out, but ain't nobody there? I learned it the hard way that life isn't fair, and I always get asked you, why do I care? For all the ones that are down in the dumps, living their life but they're living in slumps. Give them a try when you know that it's done, cause everybody needs someone to extend out the hand and give them a shot. Maybe I see what others are not, that life beat them down and it took what they got. If they look at their life and they see it, a lot of the beautiful things that we take for granted. Sitting all angry at how you planned it. Pause for a second and look around the and just be happy the fact that you're standing. I'll bet it's a dream of a paraplegic. I bet you the blind it's the fact that you're seeing. I bet you legit it's the fact that you're breathing. I don't give a fuck about what you believe in. I get you had a hell of a day, late at night and wipe it away. Don't think about things you can say, it really don't matter at the end of the day.